Hello, hello. I'm so glad that you are here. Today, why don't we take a look at that situation that you have in mind and see if there isn't some kind of guidance or encouragement that we can get to assuage your fears and help you to maybe get some clarity on next steps that you can take. So I'm going to go in with a tarot first, and then maybe we'll use some oracles to clarify. So, Spirit, first of all, let's ask, what is the specific situation that everyone here has on their mind? Let's see if we can get some information. Okay, so first to flip over is the Ace of Swords. Then we have the Ten of Swords. The Emperor. And the Empress. Let's see. Let's get one more card. There's one sticking out right here. Seven of Wands. Okay, let's see if we can get some clarifiers. Can we clarify the Ace of Swords, please? Wisdom. That makes sense. Can we get some clarity on the Ten of Swords? Create. Create. And what about some clarity for the Emperor? Clarification for the Emperor. Disguise. Can we get some clarity on the Empress? Empress card. Provide. And then some clarification for the Seven of Wands. Can you please clarify the Seven of Wands? Please clarify the Seven of Wands. Grow. Okay, let's just kind of start and see if we can get more understanding. From what I can feel, this Ten of Swords is related to a creative project. It can be your work, but it can just be your creativity and being able to express that. Clearly, there's a lot of mental anguish and difficulty that you're having over your creations. And we see in the Ten of Swords that her blindfold, she's taken it off. It's a wintry scene, so it's cold, but she can see. And that could clearly relate to our Ace of Swords. So gaining clarity on what you're working on your expression, your voice, your creativity. Now, I find that this Emperor disguise situation to be really interesting. And it could have to do with like the company that you're working for, or some kind of authority figure. Like there's some kind of disguise that they're wearing, not showing you the full truth. Let's see if we can get some information from the guidebook on this disguise card. Okay. Okay, 38. So this card represents disguise and facade. It's the idea of blending into one's social landscape to fit in. Oh, but also in order to acclimate to new surroundings. Oh. The natural camouflage of the chameleon might be interpreted as deceptive or duplicitous in one reading, but it can also signify the need to protect oneself by blending in and becoming invisible. This card could symbolize a wallflower who feels invisible, or a social butterfly who can adapt and thrive in any social situation. So, actually what I see here is actually pretty cool. Because it says, blending in order to acclimate to new surroundings. Okay, so it's clear that this creative endeavor that you're on is new to you. I mean, we do have the Ace of Swords, which, you know, the aces can symbolize new beginnings. And so you have the Emperor, you have the Empress. So this is clearly something that you have the potential at mastery, at, you know, significant, what's the word? Like you have tremendous capability in this. You may be starting out, you may be at the beginning of it, so you're not seeing that. Maybe nobody else is seeing that. But you have huge potential to just become an ultimate master at this endeavor that you're taking on. And right now, you know, you feel like, I don't know, maybe what's the saying? Like imposter syndrome. Like you're feeling out of your depth, and you know, everybody else is so much more skilled than you, and how are you going to compete with this? You know, and that really kind of demonstrates our our Seven of Wands pretty well, because in this Seven of Wands, I don't know if you can tell, but this is a wolf, you know, and she's having to stand her ground in a very frightening situation. Is it, I can't tell if it is or not. Oh my God, sorry. Okay, there we go. So she's in a very frightening situation, and it really is intimidating, and it feels like, you know, she's out of her depth and there's no way that she'll survive. And so, what's cool about that is that we have this grow card underneath, you know, signifying that you're not gonna be eaten alive in this new endeavor that you're taking on. Um, but in fact, you know, you have huge potential here, and being put in this kind of environment that's intimidating for you and is shaky ground is only going to make you grow. And I think that the guidance here lies within the Empress card and this Provide card. You know, take care of yourself. And with the Ace of Swords and the Wisdom card, really take care of your mind. Don't let those fears get the better of you. You know, you have a lot of potential. And yes, you feel out of your depth. You may feel like, you know, an imposter right now. But when you stick things through, it gives you a chance to really see what you're made of. And, you know, irregardless of the fears that your mind is trying to um, convey to you, when you provide for your needs, you go slow, you nourish yourself, right? The Empress is all about nurture and fulfillment and life and abundance and prosperity. You know, look at this golden glow, you know, and that's how you need to be taking care of yourself. Give to yourself all of what you need, especially emotionally, and especially with your mind. Don't let it get the better of you. Don't throw yourself into the cold of winter and, you know, start agonizing over all your fears and all the what ifs. Okay? You have potential. You have the potential to be incredibly good at this. And what scares you is only there to make you grow. So I say, relax, provide for your needs. It's okay right now to um, see if there's a way that you can just kind of blend in. Oh my God, there's a helicopter. I don't know if you can hear that. It's fucking loud. It's okay to right now kind of just blend in. Take it slow. Take it, you know, one small step at a time. Yes, you have potential, but you know, potential has to be got through small steps, especially in the situation that you're thinking about that's on your mind. You know, it's not about just all of a sudden you're epic, you know, you're seen, you know, the whole world knows about you and, you know, everyone loves you, you know, and it can get there, you know, but in this situation, it's not an overnight success. It is step by step, taking the time, standing your ground bravely, with courage and wisdom, not letting your mind get the better of you. You know, when we're in these kind of situations where our mind starts triggering our emotions and then it's this huge spiral descent into, essentially madness, it's a perfect opportunity to start training your mind. The mind can be such a benefit to us, but it can also be a crippling force that just prevents us from living at all. And the goal here is, when you get into these kind of situations, because they always happen, especially on new ventures that, are especially connected with our heart or what we really desire, our mind is going to end up getting laden with all sorts of fears and crazy ideas that have nothing to do with reality. And that's the point. When that happens, slow yourself down, breathe, and find the way to leveling yourself out into balance and not allowing those thoughts to become what's real to you. And irregardless of whether they actually become reality is not the point. If they are real to you, then they're real. And it's up to you whether or not you make them real. You don't have to believe those thoughts in your head. You can choose, and we've talked a lot about, the fire within you, igniting that fire of creation within you. And any time that you get on a creative project or something that's within your heart, you have to have that internal fire lit in order to keep going with it. And when it comes to our thoughts and the fears that come up, that fire has to remain lit in order for you to triumph over those thoughts and not begin to believe them. And the worst thing that can happen, okay, which it's not bad. I mean, everything is a lesson. Everything is for our growth. But the worst thing that can happen is you believe your thoughts and then your emotions get involved. And then you really start to suffer because you start to feel that fear. You start to tremble and become terrorized by concepts that are not reality, but are mere thoughts in your head. And that's the idea to prevent, is getting your emotions involved. You want peace. You want empowerment. And you want to be able to move forward with this creative project and achieve, becoming the emperor at this and having it not be just a disguise, but the real thing. And the only way in this stage to begin those steps toward that is to achieve mastery over your mind. And that requires the Seven of Wands. Let yourself grow. Let yourself achieve mastery over your mind by using this time when these fears come. Acknowledge it. Take a look at it. Always see if there are steps that you can take. When you can actively take steps to assuage the fears that your mind comes up with, those fears instantly die. But let's say that, there are fears that come up that there are really no active steps as of yet that you can take. That's when breathing, slowing down, and choosing not to agree with it or choosing not to believe it comes into play. You have to tell yourself, nothing is permanent. Things will always change. And I'm going to continue believing in myself. I know that I have these fears. I know that there's no steps I can take right now, but I'm going to continue believing in myself because I have this vision and I want to see if I can make it happen. The more that you say these things to yourself when those thoughts come up and calm your mind down. The more that you inject into your mind thoughts of wisdom, overcoming those thoughts of fear, the more stable and secure you become. And then truly you become the emperor and the empress in every endeavor that you take on. And so, I say be encouraged in this time. It's a new step, it's a new stage, a new journey. And it's exciting because it has to do with, your creative ideas. And it's so scary to express and make real your creative ideas a lot of times. I mean, especially when, you know, maybe you're not used to expressing it, or maybe it's very personal and you haven't really let anybody know about it, it can be pretty scary. And so, yeah, you're essentially stepping out of your comfort zone and trying something that is new to you. And so it's okay right now to want to blend in and be slow and little in your steps. That's good. And you keep telling your mind every time that you start to get afraid, oh, this isn't working out, oh, I don't have what it takes. You keep telling your mind, yes, but I'm taking baby steps. And each baby step is leading me there, even if it doesn't look like it is. And step by step, we're going to make it because I believe in myself. And this Seven of Wands is your perfect demonstration of that. It's the perfect depiction of exactly what you're needing to do and what you're doing. You're growing. You're facing down that wolf. And you're learning how to stand tall. You're learning how to become the emperor and the empress. You're new at this, but you're going to get there. So, is there anything that we can expect moving forward with this creative endeavor, and what to expect with it? How is it going to be moving forward? Oh. We'll do one card from the tarot, and how about one card from the Oracle deck? So we've got the star. Oh my god. Got the star and it fell on the floor. Ooh. Adaptation. Let me show you this star card. So, isn't that so neat? Wow. Be encouraged, man. You are really heading somewhere incredible. Your dreams, truly coming to pass. And it may take some adaptation. I think that's like a final guidance. So, as you're learning to grow in this and learning to stand your ground and hang in there through your thoughts and fears, learn to adapt to the differing changes that occur. Don't let your mind terrorize you when changes happen that you're not expecting. When things arise that make things not go to plan like how you were hoping, breathe through it and see how you can keep your empowerment. See how you can adapt to remain strong and continue going in your creative path, but maybe not exactly the same as you had intended or expected. Because life is never going to be exactly as we plan. And that's great because it's creative differences. Life is creative. And, we're only one aspect of that creation. So, I mean, you can't expect that it's all going to go according to your idea because you're only one aspect, one idea of many. And so it's okay. You can adapt. And as you adapt, you become the star. And your creations shine like the heavens for everyone to see and for everyone to marvel at, enjoy. I hope this really encouraged you with what you're facing right now, with the situation you have in your with the situation you have on your mind. And I hope that this encouraged you and gave you some insight on how you can face what you're dealing with and how you can approach it to where you can keep yourself stable and balanced through the changes that are inevitably going to happen. I'm so glad that you could join me today. Thank you so much. And I hope that you have a wonderful and blessed day and that all your creations are deeply blessed. I'll see you next time.